Hello everybody, this is The Voices coming to you from another wonderful Dota 2 game. I haven't casted a game in a while, and this is a random pub game I just found in the top lists. Alright then, awesome conversations coming out of Teal right now, talking about disturbing things. Anyways, so let's get right into this as soon as the game loads up. We will see what each team's planning. This is a pub, so I don't expect anything super high level, but it should be an interesting display. So it looks like for the Radiant we'll have a Trent, Protector, Broodmother, and Dirge. For the Dire right now, Tide, Spirit Breaker, Puck, and Invoker. They're just looking for their last pickup. Yeah, and all pick. Really, we're not going to be seeing. I'm sort of sad that they don't display anything on this screen right here. Would be really interesting. We do have some people from, as I can't look it up right now. Unless I click over here, maybe? No. Doesn't look like I'll be able to get it up. But we do have two people from LGD. I'm not sure if anyone knows who they are or if they're actual people from LGD. But we'll see. It looks like we do have a repick on the Dirge, and Juggernaut will be picked up. Templar Assassin as well being picked up. And here we go. As I close out of that. Just gonna have a little lag as people start loading in. Alright, on the Dire right off the bat. We have Grand D Grunt on Tidehunter, Fowls, Flaws on Puck. Actually, LGD Brax on Puck, and Flaws will be on the Spirit Breaker. YYF on the Invoker, and ASSD on Templar Assassin. Actually, they're going to continue swapping around, so we're going to ignore what they're on. So for the Radiant, we have Juggernaut as Peace, Sir999 as the Ogre Magi, Furion will be playing Happy Mask, Brood is Baby Giraffes, and OS is on the Death Prophet. Looks like she will be going mid in a Jungle Furion with an Ogre Juggernaut dual lane bot and a top lane solo Brood Mother, which are pretty standard lanes, pretty strong lanes as well. I don't expect them to really lose because of them. Alright, as Arian Taurus is messaging me. Possible tri-lane top. It will be a tri-lane top.
Thanks.
Invoker, Tide, and Spirit Breaker. With a Templar Assassin mid and a Puck going bot. Maybe, yep, Puck will be going bot. What was it? Harrison not knowing I'm casting. Well, actually, he knew I was going to possibly cast. I didn't let him though, so sorry about the little distraction up top. So we bring up the last hit menu right now. And actually, before we go any further, so I just realized we have a very, very fast scrolling speed right now. So it looks like the Tide Invoker will be actually trying to keep the Broodmother at bay. Tide is very good against Broodmother. Once against Anchor Smash, it'll just demolish any Spiderlings that come out. And it looks like we do have Spirit Breaker, and he's just going to continue to stack this, well, he's starting to stack this camp. I'm not sure if he's exactly thinking of maybe dual jungling with Tide helping him. Looks like we will have Ogre telling Puck to stop, probably with a harassment. Actually, Juggernaut taking quite a bit of harassment. Not having a Stout Shield is going to cause a lot of minor issues, but it looks like Puck may be in a little bit of trouble. They were smart, Juggernaut not wasting his Blade Fury to try and get Puck, knowing that she has the orb to get away. And Broodmother will be trying to deny, but not an easy thing against an Exort Invoker. Broodmother laying down a little harass, and she does have her spawn Spiderling. She is going for that Soaring right off the bat. That is going to be big for her though, because now all she's going to do is end up spamming out her on Spiderlings. Going to mid real quick, we do actually have TA out farming the Death Prophet, but that's pretty standard. TA has a very strong mid. Not many heroes can deal with her. Bat Rider has been recently picked up once again to counter her after the recent buffs that came through in 6.75. Again, Death Prophet's going to want to try and get a lot of harass off on the Templar Assassin, make her use her bottle and maybe use her mana for refractions as a defensive way, but this will leave Death Prophet very low on mana, though she does seem to possibly be having a bottle come into her. Unfortunately, the carrier is still walking. Ogre not buying the flying yet. He does have the money for it though, so we should see a flying up very soon. Either that or maybe he wants someone else to buy it. Maybe Prophet, as he is going with that. I believe it's the 4 clarity GG branch build. It's pretty standard. I know it sounded like I was hesitant there to say what he was doing, but you see this a lot by Furions who are just going jungle to farm up maybe a sheep stick. Not so much a Hand of Midas though, but it's not out of the question. It looks like they were trying to dive Puck, and we actually almost missed this play coming out from the Ogre and Juggernaut. Juggernaut running past that tower, taking quite a bit of damage. 3 hits I would assume. And he is going to salve up. He wants to stay back a little before coming in, maybe hitting the tower. But looks like the wave will be pulled back into the next one. Titan to not doing much harass, and Broodmother does have her Soul Ring up now, so she can just spawn Spiderlings as much as she wants. As my voice cracks a little. We do have Spirit Breaker running onto the Brood. Remember, she no longer gets the little debuff marker. She has no idea that he was coming until he's in sight. But that won't help. They do have a sentry down. 2 sentries go down. A lot of damage. As well as the Cold Snap from Invoker. But she will go down. The Sunstrike will get her first blood to the Invoker. A huge play for him. And this is going to set Broodmother back quite a bit. The levels that Invoker's going to get is huge. And we do have some being called out. Looks like Death Prophet will get lucky and pick up that illusion room. That's going to be huge because now Templar Assassin will either have to Bottle Crow or go back to base. Will we see the will we see her use the illusion orb? She doesn't. Illusion rune. As I lose myself for a second, and we do have a Sunstrike coming through, but we have to see, will the charge from Spirit Breaker be able to pick it up? He does use his Blade Fury. Oh, and Spirit Breaker just not fast enough. And he will get nothing out of this. It looks like everyone will be fine. Nature's Prophet using his teleport to get away. And Juggernaut spinning at the right moment. The moment he saw Spirit Breaker. So nice play from them to get away. Unfortunately, Spirit Breaker just doesn't have any points in his aura. No boots either. So he only moves at 290 while we have a Juggernaut with boots. So 360 movement speed. And we do have a death on Templar Assassin. Death popping her illusion rune to pick that up. Another charge coming out by the Spirit Breaker. He will be able to stun the Broodmother. She is visible right now. She has to get out of this ward range, otherwise she's in trouble. She's going back up, unfortunately. She is going to get hit, but not a lot of follow-up coming here. We do have Tide. Tide will pass the slow, but we just need to see a TP out. It looks like she will be fine, though, because she is going to just hide up here. They don't have vision. The sentries are too far away, so Broodmother going to survive this gank attempt. She does have a TP. Decided not to try and TP out and just place in the web. A nice reaction from her. Going down to bot lane right now. Juggernaut having 16 and 8 against the Puck, who's 10 and 2. Noga's 1-1. So not great farm bot lane. Not for the Juggernaut in the long term, but could just be worse. I mean, it is a Puck, and it seems like Puck is just dealing harassment as often as possible. Top lane, we do have Broodmother, 21 and 2 against 27-0 Invoker. Invoker not really denying, just looking for that harassment out on the Broodmother, just to do as much damage. She is aware of the sentries there, as she is still taking damage from the creeps, and so is Spiderlings. But no follow-up or support behind Invoker, so he probably will not go out. We do have an engagement down here by the Death Prophet and Nature's Prophet onto the Templar Assassin. Templar Assassin taking quite a bit of damage. We have Tide coming in. He does use his gun. That's going to have reduced armor on the Death Prophet. Death Prophet turning around. Does she use Exorcism? She does have it. She can use it and possibly pick up maybe both kills, but not wanting to waste it yet. We do have Ogre coming in, and looks like that will be the death of Templar Assassin and as well Tide Hunter. Nice play, not overexerting their abilities, knowing exactly when to hit them. What was it? A good call by Death Prophet not using her ulti when she thought she might need it. And now she's going to use it on the tower. And this tower, tier 1 mid, is going to go down for the Dire. Invoker looks like he did go Midas right off the bat, so it looks like he's going for a farming game. Carry Invoker is possible, but it isn't necessarily the greatest thing. We do have Spiderlings surround Invoker. Unfortunately, not getting the surround Titan off as the mid tower does go down. Puck and Tide coming bot, trying to gank the Juggernaut as well as Templar Assassin. We just missed that actually. Unfortunately. Juggernaut going for Blade Fury as well as maybe a point in stats. Yep, a point in stats and a healing one. So that percent healing of, what is it, 2% level 1 is huge this early game. And we do have a charge coming in by Invoker, by Spirit Breaker, as well as a Cold Snap. The damage is coming out, but it won't be enough. Broodmother will get away as I mess up everything, and we have a little lag. Broodmother getting away from Invoker and Spirit Breaker. Going back bot, we do see the power of that healing ward coming out. 16.6 HP regen per second, and he can just stand in where its death area is. Will we see a silence come out from the Death Prophet? No, she doesn't actually have it leveled up yet, so won't be able to be used, but it looks like they are aiming for this tier 1 bot. Coming back up top, we do see Invoker and Spirit Breaker just farming the lane. Spirit Breaker not getting as much as maybe he wants. He's actually playing sort of a support Spirit Breaker role. He does have 1 in each point. He's only level 4. He has 1 actually skill point left to use right now, as he didn't go 1 in stats. A pause coming out. I'm not sure from which side, but I'm sure we'll find out. Yep. Death Prophet saying, telling to go. I want to watch this bottom lane as well as top lane very closely. We do have Death Prophet using Exorcism. She is going to push into the Puck. Puck is taking quite a bit of damage. And no, the Exorcist Ghost will not come in close enough. We do have an Ogre and Broodmother on the top. Will they try to go on Invoker? It looks like a little miscommunication as Broodmother doesn't go straight for Invoker. We do have Nature's coming in. Invoker will fall to his spawn. Spiderlings, Tidehunt's coming in. He did use his Anchor Smash, so reduced damage from the Broodmother. Everyone involved. We do have another Fire Blast coming out from the Ogre Magi. And Ogre Magi does go down thanks to a Sprout from Nature's Prophet, unfortunately catching him and the Templar Assassin. We do have a Cold Snap out on the Death Prophet. Death Prophet is very fast though. But will she try to back away? Not backing away far enough, and she does trade kills, but unfortunately she doesn't get the kill. Broodmother picking up everything. Will she clean up this Invoker though? Invoker is slow due to the Spiderlings and the little spot, the Spiderlings and incapacitating bite. And there we go. Broodmother may be going down to the tower, and no, she will actually just barely survive that. The regen from the web just saving her pretty much. And a nice play by the Radiant, getting the whole enemy team almost wiped. I believe Puck stayed bot. But we do have Juggernaut coming in. Will Juggernaut ult? Juggernaut not ulting. And there we go, Juggernaut ulting at the right moment. It looks like, unfortunately, not enough damage, but a lot of damage coming out from that Nature's ulti. Almost enough to kill Puck. We do have the Puck ult come out. Will Puck... Oh, just missing, unfortunately. Puck would have died if he didn't phase shift. Luckily, he did, though. So, nice play by Puck. Puck knowing just the limits of the hero. Coming back bot, it looks like we will see the push and fall of the tier 1 top lane. We do have Exorcism out by Death Prophet. Not wanting to use it though, maybe not thinking they need it, and they don't with the Nature's Prophet coming in with the Trents. As well as the Catapult there. It really doesn't make sense not to use it. Maybe use it on the tier 2, but we do have Spirit Breaker possibly coming in. He is stacking camps. And it looks like he's going to continue to just do that, and we will see an Exorcism on this tower. Well, I'll be completely wrong. Nope, there it is. Exorcism to take this tower down as fast as possible. They do not have their glyph. It is down right now. It'll be down for another 40 seconds or so. We do have a Puck Orb coming through. Unfortunately, not picking up anything but one creep from that. Not really killing any of the Spiderlings, maybe like she hoped. Yep. Going mid real quick, we do have a Templar Assassin on the trap on the high ground and on both the runes. Pretty standard placements. We are going to come bot and see Templar Assassin maybe try and do some damage to this Juggernaut, but Juggernaut is very, very beefy. Well, actually, he's not beefy at all. He's only has 700, almost 800 HP. But he's beefy in the sense that he does have that Blade Fury and he does have a healing ward. So if that Templar Assassin doesn't take care of that fast, it can be an issue. But it looks like it won't be a real big issue because we do have Spirit Breaker, Puck, and the Light coming in. We do have the Sunstrike coming down, and there's the death of Juggernaut. Having to remember that Invoker Sunstrike is a very powerful spell. Does pure damage, and at the moment it does 287 damage of pure damage though. And that can be huge, and every kill he gets with it, he gets experience for it. So assist gold going to 4 members of their team, and XP in gold going to Invoker as well. You have Death Prophet coming in, we have the TP in from Juggernaut. Juggernaut does have his ulti. Will he go on anyone? And he might, maybe a little over aggressive with that, but that's fine. We do have a dust coming out from Ogre. This will be the death of Templar Assassin as well. She does go down to the Nature's Prophet. We have buys coming out from everyone. Except for Nature's Prophet, who says, hello! Broodmother pushing the top lane. Invoker really doesn't have any abilities that can kill these Spiderlings. He's very single target right now because he went Wex Exhort. Quas Exhort, my bad. As you can tell, I don't play Invoker very much. If at all. Which I don't play Invoker at all. But we will see the tier 2 bot go down. Just so much damage due to Exorcism as well as Witchcraft. The passive bonus that increases the amount of ghosts. So as Death Prophet reaches 11, she will get almost, I believe, double the amount of ghosts. She'll definitely get double the ghosts. We do have Ogre Magi being caught out. Unfortunately, he will go down for this. There's not enough coming out. He does try to take out Tide, getting a lucky dual multicast ×2 on Tide Hunter, but just not enough damage. Maybe should have tried to focus on Puck to get his last hit up, but it didn't really seem to matter either way. We do have an Invis Death Prophet with a Templar Assassin here. She doesn't have any detection though, so she can't actually see when Templar Assassin melds, but we do have an Aegis coming in. He also doesn't have any detection. Juggernaut coming through as well. Again, no detection from any of them. All she needs to do is meld, but she can be hit by the AoE abilities, such as Blade Fury, such as Cripple Swarm, such as Exorcism. Actually, I don't think Exorcism affects invisible units anymore. It might. I don't recall if they changed that or not, though. We do have the engagement coming out from the die right now. It looks like we do have the dust come out from Ogre. Ogre casting. He will be slowed and stunned. All kinds of pain will be on him as he did get cold snaps by the Invoker. Really, we need to watch and be careful because right now the Radiant is in a pretty bad position. The Exorcism coming out, this is huge. It doesn't affect the Invis units. It will affect the Invoker though. Invoker might go down from this. Unfortunately, Nature's Death Prophet needs to back off. Nature's Prophet, where is he? In the river, backing away. That will be a wipe, almost a wipe for the Radiant. A push down mid. Unfortunately, Nature's ulti will stop that hope and dream of taking that mid tower. We actually have the Spiderlings dying to the Templar Assassin. So we have a little lag from Fraps trying to render everything or whatever it does. Save it. Huge files. So we have the Spiderlings just killing that range creep. Looks like we will have Nature's defending this tier 1 mid. And again, none of the tier 1 mids have died for the Radiant. It has been pretty much just push from the Radiant. Die unable to take any of the towers. A nice quick form to clear the wave as fast as possible. But pretty decent farm on everyone. As we're going to bring up I'm going to bring up the level chart right now. As we do have
Dire's
Broodmother
middle
level
tower
12,
is under attack.
level 11 Death Prophet. Very big, very huge. And we actually have a neat little animation for the Death Prophet when she activates illusions. Little birds, Crypt Swarm coming in to respawn the illusions. We have Brood die top. Unfortunately, it's taking a sip.
Dire's middle tower
And this will be
is
the
under
death of the
attack.
tier 2 mid.
Dire's
Maybe even a
structures are
deny if
fortified.
Invoker can get out of here fast enough. But nope, we'll go down. H is picking up that extra gold.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And he did actually go Midas, so my initial thoughts were not going Midas being wrong, but saying he could still possibly go it being right. We do have Death Prophet again, just farming the jungle. Looks like she does have the rest of her Force Staff on its way to her right now. And this can be huge for her. She'll no longer really be caught out. And if she's slowed, she can just Force Staff her away. Or if she sees an enemy, she can Force Staff them out of position. Or an ally who's in danger and Force Staff them away. Force Staff is a good item. Alright, let's put it that way. Anyways, we're going to see a 5-man push down the mid from the Dire. It looks like they want this tier 1 mid. And they want it now. Unfortunately for them, 3 of the Radiant are just nearby waiting. And Nature's can be here in a second. We do have the Nature's ulti coming through, doing quite a bit of damage. And going to clear the wave as fast as possible. We have a Dust coming out, Tide ulti coming off, as well as Exorcism. We see Broodmother using her Bloodlust, or that's not a lot of words. We actually do see maybe Death Prophet just living. It's actually, I believe it's Insatiable Hunger. I called it Bloodlust for some reason. We do have Broodmother chasing down the Temple Assassin. Temple Assassin is slightly faster due to the phase boots.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And she will be able to get away, but a pretty much 3-for-2 trade. Nope, Death Prophet popped back into the game. So it was a 3-3 trade. And they didn't get the tower, unfortunately. I don't even think they did much damage to it. Nope, they did quite a bit. I'm wrong. Once again! We do have Death Prophet with her Force Staff finally. She will see the Invis rune, and she's going to use what's left of her bottle to regen her mana up. Invoker and Templar mid. And Brood's just farming passively top. We do see Death Prophet running into the Tide. Will she try to fight the Tide? It looks like she does miss her Crypt Swarm, and she wants to play a little defensively right now. She has no idea where the enemy is, and the tier 3 tower is still up, so they can TP there, as well as how close it is to their base. And it's a good call by her to back away. The enemy does come in from the flank, right around there. So nice escape from the Death Prophet. Wasn't really a high intense situation, and she did have Invis. So yeah, and I doubt she really was concerned. We might see a maybe silence out on the Temple Assassin. Nope. Looks like we will have an engagement on the Nature's Prophet. There's a bit more lag from Fraps, and this will be the death of Nature's Prophet. We do have the silence coming out. Unfortunately, Refraction is up. We have a Sunstrike popping out, not getting anyone, I believe. And again, Ogre Magi taking quite a bit of harassment from the Invoker, but back away just enough to escape any real massive damage. Another Crypt Swarm coming out from the Death Prophet. And we will see the whole team push in right now. The Force Staff coming out, the Exorcism as well. What will we see happen? Trying to find out what just happened. I think Puck teleported into the tower. Fortunately, unable to see it where he went. And we will have to push down mid. We do have Tidehunter gets caught by the Broodmother. Broodmother doesn't have Insatiable Hunger yet, but we do have a nice ult with the Omni Slash coming out from Juggernaut. Looks like we will see Death Prophet do quite a bit of damage here. Spirits are coming back to her, so she's just going to regen all that health back up. And it looks like we do have the push coming into the mid. Unable to really pick anyone off, almost getting the Tidehunter, but not enough damage coming out. Kraken Shell coming in a lot of help, as I didn't put it eloquently as I like. Felt so good going into this cast, and now I can't speak properly. Oh boy. Anyways. So nice play coming out from the Radiant. The Dire playing very well as well in team fights and in the group. Unfortunately just not able to stop the push coming out. Templar Assassin calling the enemy team the Radiant Birds. And Angry Birds being called out by the Nature's Prophet. And again, let's just go back to farm real quick, and we can just see that right now the Dire do have more farm distributed between all the heroes, but they don't have as much farm. We're not current gold. We're gonna look at net worth. There we are. So huge, as we look at this graph, huge advantage for the Radiant. Sorry, try and find the gold graph. Almost 12k. Yep, 12k advantage from them, just from all the towers, as well as a 5k XP advantage. But if they lose fights, if they lose any more fights, to be exact, in a team, that advantage is going to turn around very, very quickly. We do have Death Prophet being hit by the Templar Assassin trap. Dust coming out, but did the dust land on her? No, dust didn't land, unfortunately. Templar Assassin will be fine. Can the same be said about Spirit Breaker? Yes, it can, because they don't engage at all. Just very, very pokes and nudges until they can find, hopefully, an advantage. We do have Templar Assassin coming mid again. She does set off her trap once more. Unfortunately, no follow-up once again. Unfortunately, no follow-up once again. To be clear about that. And we do have a ward coming out to give them vision. 1600 vision when you have only, I believe it's 600 vision at night is pretty big. And it looks like Death Prophet is a little out of position, but she will be fine. The enemy not wanting to push into an Ogre as well as a Brood Mother. Another trap going off, and another trap being just wasted. There's really no reason to place it, set them off. I mean, she's not engaging, she's not getting the runes that she has traps on. Templar Assassin just overall not taking advantage of what she can do. And to be blunt, she really can't either. She will be chased down. We do have the stun coming out from the Ogre Magi. We do have another Crypt Swarm. We do have Dust, and will we see the death? Oh no, Ravage coming in time. We will have both Nature's and Ogre go down. We will see as well Nature's Prophet leaving us. And just beautiful initiation coming out from the Dire. It may be too late for them. Oh no! Almost a double kill on the Juggernaut. Unfortunately, Puck phase shifting away. We do have Brood Mother trying to do some damage. She will try to lay down the web, and she will actually escape from this. No dust coming out. Nature's coming out, and the death of Templar Assassin to Nature's as well as Death Prophet. Puck picking up another kill as well on the Brood Mother, who actually picked up the Tide Hunter, and we do have a disconnect from the Spirit Breaker. Nature's going top to just farm the lane. He will be going Sheepstick after mech, so. Well, he's had mech for a while, I just haven't mentioned he's had mech. And again, a beautiful, beautiful initiation coming out from the Dire. Unfortunately, they just didn't really get what they wanted. Juggernaut coming in doing his Omni Slash did quite a bit of damage. It would have done more if Puck didn't phase shift out of it. Would have got a double kill, but Puck just very good on that reaction timing. Sorry, I just wanted to take a sip of my drink. And again, if we bring up the graph, we're probably going to see it drop down quite a bit. Not so much in gold, but in XP. From over 5,000, almost 5,500 to 25,000. Almost, I believe that's exact. That is pretty huge in terms of team fights. So I would definitely say that team fight went the Dire's way, but it's sort of like an even trade at this point because really the Radiant didn't lose much in it either. They did end up getting, I believe, 3 kills for 4 deaths. So when it comes down to it, it's really bad for them to lose that many in a trade. As long as I didn't forget anything. I'm pretty sure I took a mistake there and they didn't lose 4. Nope, they lost 4. They lost Nature's Ogre. No, they lost their whole team. They had buybacks. I didn't even think about that. So it was a loss for them. As my memory decides to fail me. And we do actually have quite a bit of ward coverage from the Dire. Not so much from the Radiant. It looks like they aren't really looking for supports too heavily. Ogre does have 1 ward and he must have placed the other one early and it must have got dewarded. Probably because it was near the battle. We do have a group up from the Dire. It looks like they are doing a 4-man gank, maybe. Nope, just 4-man push. And each team just wants to farm up as they mess up my syllables. Oh boy, this is the most amazing cast I know. Misspeaking all the time. Confusing the battles, and we do have an engagement at bot. We do have a nice Sunstrike immediate wave as well as a Cold Snap. Unfortunately not helping. We do have Rajic come out, but the Death Tide will happen. No follow-up to it. The mech coming out. Death Spirit Breaker from the Ogre. And really, Invoker needs to be very careful about what he does. He does go Invis, but unfortunately the slow nails him. All they need to do is use the dust. Do they have a dust? They don't have a dust. They're not going to get them. But it looks like they will be aiming for Roshan. And there we go. Roshan is about to be taken down. It looks like Exorcism will not actually help them due to it just being disabled. Templar Assassin doing her slow. Unfortunately, they don't have any follow-up, and they used Tidehunter's Ravage in that last fight. It's a last-ditch effort to maybe try and fan it. That's probably getting the age. And Puck actually forced staffing out of there. We do have Nature's TPing into mid lane. Unfortunately, won't get the Puck. As Puck actually went the right way with her force staff and just went back up.
Was most welcome.
Looks like we will have an engagement in mid. Spirit Breaker and Puck spotting out the Death Prophet. Death Prophet is silenced. Silence on the Broodmother as well. Broodmother unable to use her Insatiable Hunger. Tide maybe going down to that Blade Fury. No, he backs off. Have a huge Crypt Swarm come through. Unfortunately not doing quite enough damage. And we do have an ulti coming out from the Spirit Breaker. Again, not able to do anything. Just escaping with it. Puck coming to go into orbit. Neither team loses anyone. So we have just sort of a look around for anyone who's nearby, and we will have Invoker using his combo, getting the Meteor and the Sunstrike out on the Natures, but Natures can just TP back to base and hide. We will have Exorcism used mid. He's going to remove those refractions right off of that Templar Assassin, and Puck's just trying to harass as often as possible. Blade Fury is an Omni Slash is up on the Juggernaut. Omni Slash. We do have a charge coming out from the Spirit Breaker. Spirit Breaker being slowed. He will go down. He was sheeped by the Nature's Prophet. The Omni Slash just ruining Spirit Breaker's day. Unfortunately, Spirit Breaker just not getting a charge where he comes out on top. We do have an engagement on the mid. It looks like they just want to do as much damage as possible, as we possibly have an engagement from the flame. Broodmother coming from the top, and Templar Assassin still in the south of this lane. And we do have a silence out on the Death Prophet. That could have been a lot better than it was. Puck just being an annoyance at this point, which is very good of her. Or it, sorry, it. We have Insatiable Hunger as well as the Orchid come out on the Tidehunter. Tidehunter not taking that much damage. His Kraken Shell will set off the Orchid. He will be fine. We do have a beautiful Ravage, a silence as well. This may be the death of the Radiant's team right now, and they do go down. Omni goes down. Death Prophet will probably be down. All they need is the Spirit Breaker. He does use his drums. Unfortunately, not getting a bash out on the natures before he TP'd away. A slow out on the Death Prophet. Death Prophet just so fast. And again, she's just going to pick up that speed again and maybe get away. No, it looks like she might go down. She does force step herself back up there. She does have Aegis of the Immortal. And she does have Exorcism, so the moment she gets back up, she needs to use it. Not using it though, and actually a great reason not to use it is dying right off the bat. And this will finally be the death of that tier 1 Radiant mid. And a nice team fight coming out, just the Ravage being huge for them. As well as the Puck ulti. Puck actually setting up that whole fight with the blink in, the Reality Rift. Just holding everyone in position for Tide to come in. Voka's just going to push out top lane. Get some more farm up on him. He does have a Eul's BKB and Midas. I thought he was originally going to go that carry crit build. Looks like he doesn't want to do that though. Instead just going for, I guess, pretty standard items. I'm not sure BKB was necessarily the greatest option for him. I believe Death Prophet does a lot of physical damage with her Exorcism, so not the greatest item for this lineup, unless he's really worried about Ogre Magi getting those multicasts off. But then again, multicast is a relatively low cooldown at 8 seconds. So again, I just don't see BKB necessarily being the greatest pickup for him. It is 10 seconds. So it might prevent him being casted on multicast twice. We do have Puck initiating on the Broodmother. Broodmother does use her BKB. She does silence Puck. Puck is sheep. Puck will go down just from the Orchid damage alone. And we see the Nature's trying to leave. Unfortunately, Meteor and the damage is just way too much for him. We do have Broodmother in a bit of a sticky situation. Will Tide try to dive? No, Tide backing off. She didn't have Web, but here's the reinforcements. Ogre, Juggernaut, and Death Prophet coming in. The multicast coming out on Voka. Voka does use his Eul's, which is huge. A nice Ravage coming out. And we will see the death of the Radiant right now. Being 4 steps away and activating the stun. Huge. And we do have Juggernaut attempting to take down the 10+ S. And it looks like the win for this fight will go to the Radiant because they just had that reinforcement stun. I believe Nature's ball back for this. And Puck will use 4 steps to get away. Does have Blink Deck as well. And yeah, Puck's gonna escape, I'm not sure. Nature's is aware that they're very good at getting away.
Silence.
And again, a nice call for, well, not nice call, but a nice maneuver in from the Radiant coming in from the south, and having the buyback of Nature's Prophet was as well. Pretty big. So no one has buyback up.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Puck having a 3-hour wait on this for some reason, according to the counter. And we do have a nice charge from now. Unfortunately, using her BKB as well as incapacitating bite. It's going to be fine until he comes back in ulti set. So it looks like Broodmother will go down to this. Originally thought she was going to take the charge enough speed, but please stop. Another strike going through BKB anyways would have been an issue. Unless he kept charging. So my mistake for calling that so soon because, again, this isn't just one low level pup. This is a featured game on the front page of the watch tab. So I shouldn't assume terrible things like Charge of Darkness being used all the way across the map on their target no matter what and not stopping. Do you have a 4-staff coming out onto the Ogre Magi very soon? This will end up helping him a lot. Just he doesn't have to be near the front lines anymore. He can 4-staff in. And that can be very useful as Ogre Magi, even though he is a
Radiant's
very
bottom
tanky
tower
int
has
carry.
fallen.
Not int carry. Ignore that. Don't listen to me. I'm crazy. Anyways, even though he's an int hero, he's very beefy, but not that beefy to stand up against such a strong lineup, such as Templar Assassin, Invoker, and the Puck. Not to discredit either Spirit Breaker or Tide Hunter. They both have more than enough damage that they can do quite a bit to him.
Radiant's
Just
bottom
going over the
tower
heroes
is
that
under
end up
attack.
doing a lot. Actually, I guess Puck would be the one I would want to just credit because he just phase shifts. We do have a Charge of Darkness onto the Ogre. Ogre taking quite a bit of damage. He will go down very quickly. Maybe Death Prophet going down, so Death Prophet does go down. We will see the chase onto the Broodmother. Broodmother bringing out her web. Unfortunately, she does have... No, the dust isn't on her. She will survive this. We will see the Father Tier 2 go down for the Radiant, and it looks like they're going for the racks. And it's a good play by them. They really do need this tower and the racks down. They need some sort of advantage, some sort of gaining ground. As we have a huge spike from Fraps right now. Sorry about that, it disoriented the video at all. And there we go, but we also have Nature's. He will not get the tower. He is silenced. He will go down. Unfortunately, Nature's trying to do his best, just not doing enough. And we will see actually an engagement in bot lane. Juggernaut coming through using Omni Slash, picking up the, as well as Broodmother actually getting the kill.
Dire's top tower has been
Picking
denied.
up the Spear Breaker. We do have a... Nope, I guess it was just the dust popped out. But that's no bottom tier towers. They did trade the top tier 3 for that as well. So pretty much opposite sides of the bases lost their towers. And the racks are now open. And with a Furion on the Radiant team, the Dire is actually sort of behind on this. They have been catching up in kills though. Let's bring up the XP and cooldown. XP is only 25,000. It did go up quite a bit. It's been sort of fluctuating between that and 75. Actually 500. It actually drops down even more to almost about 1,000 or 2,000. Actually, let's say nope. Not quite sure what the exact numbers is, to be honest. And gold again, just not that much. The Radiant are losing out. They will. It's really hard for me to say exactly how this is going to change because I didn't expect the Dire to have such a strong comeback in this game. 38 minutes into the game too. Action-packed game. Unfortunately, we missed a lot of it early game because I'm terrible. We do have a Skull Basher on the Juggernaut coming out. This can be very, very powerful. As the Radiant don't have a lot of hard CC. They have Ogre Magi as their stunner, and that's really it. Really good if they get this mini stun out on the Juggernaut. And looks like we're actually going to see all the Spylins die from Broodmother. Broodmother is, I believe, nope, Ogre Magi was the one being charged, but Spear Break calling off the charge because he didn't know if the enemy had reinforcements. It looks like we will have an engagement on the tier 2 mid. Unless the entire Dire team backs off and completely ignores what I say. But it looks like they just won the wave there. Unfortunately, giving enough time for the Radiant to defend this tower. Get ready to defend this tower. Broodmother does have spawn Spylins. Not using the though. Not really needing to either with the Death Prophet there. It looks like the push is going to be switched to top lane to just push out the lane, make sure they don't get the enemy racks. Get the Dire racks. Broodmother going up the mid. Will she lay down another weapon? It looks like she's just there to sort of deal with the next wave of creeps. Maybe just farm up a little bit. She does have Vladimir's as well as a Demon's Edge. Maybe going for an MKB. MKB, that mini stun, can be huge to get rid of people trying to TP away. Maybe actually going Daedalus. Crit is a very popular thing for some people. But I actually don't... I think it's going to be MKB. They really do need more ways to just stop the enemy. Yeah, and Ogre Magi is very good at controlling everyone, but once he dies, and he's been dying a lot early game, they need some way to just interrupt TPs and such. Omni Slash actually does interrupt it, but I think they want a more reliable one, as we do have an engagement in Omni Slash coming out from Juggernaut. He will actually stun the Spirit Breaker, and Spirit Breaker will die, as well as invoke it to the spawn side. Sorry, I couldn't respond to that fight as fast as I'd like, because my game froze up a little bit. And we will see the death of Roshan. Puck is up here. Puck is ready to try and steal it again, but will he be able to? Puck coming out, but Brood taking it. We do have Ogre up here. Ogre may be going for the stun. He will land the stun in her. Wasted Ravage from Tidehunter. Not getting anyone with that. And that is a huge waste. I don't think the Radiant saw though. What was it? I think it was just out of the 1800 vision range of the heroes. Ogre Magi being the only one who could possibly see him. They had no ward up here. Nope. So again, they don't know that Ravage is down. Nature's Prophet dying in the top lane. He will use his magic. Not gonna help. And Nature's Prophet will buy back though, and this will be the death of the tier 1 mid. Nature's being a distraction. And again, we have a spin coming out from Juggernaut. Maybe not the best move, as really he just needs to be in there and hitting people. Staying in the back line quite a bit as well. He doesn't have a lot of HP, and his spin will save him from most magical damage spam. But again, it's just not going to help them. Invoker is actually AFK. We will see the fall of Mid-Rax as well as the top Mid-Rax. Maybe going for that tier 3 bot. We do have Juggernaut taking quite a bit of damage, and he is silenced, won't be able to get away from us. There he goes, he's dead. We do have a sheep stick being used, but I believe it's... Where's the sheep stick? It's actually Puck. Puck will pick up the Ogre Magi. We will have the possible death of Puck. Puck does go down to the Death Prophet's script room.
Your actions are without
And Broodmother wanting to go on this Tidehunter. Tidehunter doesn't have his Ravage. He does use Ghost Scepter. Ghost Scepter will save him for a bit. And again, that just so much damage coming out of this Brood. She does have 8 groups of the Immortal, and she will respawn right now. Silence out on the Templar Assassin. Templar Assassin may go down very quickly, and she does to the Crypt Swarm. But we will see Nature's be the retaliation. Unless he can get his mech off, will he be able to? Mech does come off, but unfortunately never quite quick enough to kill. Using his BKB to escape, and he will. We do have Exorcism being used by the Death Prophet. And Tide is going to die, as well as the Silence. Do we see the Ravage being used? Nope. Tide will go down to the spawn site. And Invoker coming out, he does have Cold Snap, he does have Forged Spirits, he wants this kill on Death Prophet, as well as a Charge of Darkness coming out. She will be stopped in her tracks, but she is just going to regen everything that happens to her, and there's Broodmother ready to help save the day. Again, just a lot of damage being popped by the Death Prophet. Invoker using his Sonic Wave. Deafening Blast. Oh my god. Can't get that wrong all the time. Anyways, using Deafening Blast to get rid of the nice 4-step from the Death Prophet to avoid the combo of Meteor and Invoker. That combo doing insane amount of damage, and this will be the fault of the Radiant side Ancient.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Possibly see the death of actually we will see a Raps from out from Tide. We will be able to focus the fight. This will be the death possibly of no one but the Dire. There we go. Dire is gonna fall, and this will be the death of him. Had a bit of a spike there. Prevents me from seeing the end of that fight, the beginning and end of that fight. But there we are, that's game. Beautiful play from both sides. Puck being the most notable out of everyone. We have a huge amount of frame drop right there. Again, just looking at the score, not really a bad game by either side. Dire just unable to contest with that push as it disconnects from the server. But I hope you guys enjoyed this cast. Tell me if you did, tell me if you didn't. This is my first time casting in a while, and it's of a pub. So I'm sorry for all the mistakes, errors, or any issues that appeared. Thanks for watching, and subscribe and like if you enjoyed.